Okay, good evening, good afternoon. It's Unscripted 256, and this episode we are tackling so many things with my friend here, Mr. Tumanyani Andrew, and I'm Doug speaker. So, Mr. Tumanyani, first say hello to the viewers, and then we see how we dive into
Yes,
this.
hello once again. Andrew Manyane is my name. I'm a filmmaker. I specialize in production management. I do directing, script writing. Yeah, I'm
So,
a filmmaker.
Mr. Tumanyani, today's episode I wanted us to look at something that is very huge
Mm.
about our film industry. Are we? Should we say that our film industry is at a certain level where we are proud to say we are being successful in doing some productions? Okay, generally, what's the cost of filmmaking in Uganda?
You see, those are two questions uh, in one. Two questions in one. You are asking if we should consider ourselves successful as an industry, and then
Yes.
you are asking what is the cost
Okay, we can handle both
for
of them.
success.
Yes.
Okay.
In
uh,
relation to
i
whatever
would
is happening with us
i
here.
would in my view, I would say the Ugandan film industry is currently a successful one because however much we are still at a virgin stage, but we have really moved. Like I told you in the last episodes that we had, I told you that we are in a global market and we are centered in a village competing with people who are based in urban centers. We are competing with people who have uh, access to everything that we desire, that we actually not even dream about. We are looking, they are using the machines that we don't even use, but you find we are entering the same competitions that they are entering. Last year, Uganda nearly competed in the Oscars, one of the biggest awards in the US, and that means that we are really moving on a very high speed. The rate is too high that even other industries have not even tempted to use, because if you find a Ugandan who is not even earning uh, earning just $100 a week, but he's making a movie that is going to enter a competition in Amsterdam, a festival in Germany, in Austria, or anywhere. That means that this person is really doing something better. And I think as an industry, we are really successful. The cost is really something that needs sacrifice. I think generally it is sacrifice, but every individual has what he puts in to be successful in whatever they have on table. uh, you will find that finding a director who has an award on his table, or an actress who has it there, it has not been such a smooth journey for them. No, they have really worked for that. One having his movie maybe screening on big screens in any theater, even if it was Ichibanda in my village, it is success. He has registered that. If you receive that, if you make films, and I mean many of us make films and we keep them in our rooms and no one even want to give them attention. But you're successful that you have made a movie and it is in Chibanda, it is showing. 10 or 5 people have watched it. Yeah.
Wow. So basically,
Mm.
okay, I would love to say we've had a success in our film industry,
Mm.
but
Mm.
it tends to favor a few people.
Mm.
Like the whole entire industry
Mm.
is not being affected by this success. If it's a success of 2 or 3 movies that this person has done, this very person is not looking at uplifting the people who are trying hard to reach his level, people who each and every day they wake up and they want to do something. Now, I don't know whether we should be blaming the person who
No,
has
no,
reached there
no, no.
or the person who wants to reach there.
Let me show you something.
Yes.
These few people that you are talking about, actually, in whatever they are doing, there is one thing that they have taught Ugandans, Ugandan filmmakers, aspirants, that Ugandans or Ugandan filmmakers have learned independentism. People are getting independent every day and every day there is a new company opening. I'm pretty sure if you went to the Registry Bureau of Uganda that registers all businesses in Uganda, the biggest number of companies opening at least every month are coming from the media section, and mostly it is photography and filmmaking. And all this is coming up because a certain director got an actor, employed him, he didn't pay him. This actor comes out after learning some knowledge, he goes and opens up a company. This company is going to pay revenues. These revenues are the same revenues the other company he was working for is paying, meaning that this independentism that is being created is something very beautiful, because you find if I'm a producer employing about 50 people today on a set, tomorrow or on the same day someone is employing other people in Kisasi of the same number, and it is created because at some point I and him never agreed on some terms, and those terms made us have independent working ship.
Well,
Yeah.
well,
So for me, I think these people have not just benefited themselves, they have not been favored alone. No, everyone has benefited. Because if I may ask you, give any example of any production house that you know in Uganda, you will find that that production has produced at least 5 independent filmmakers who have walked out of it, and now they have begun something new.